Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Viewers love seeing this change in Jason Morgan. General Hospital spoilers say that whatever he's doing, it is certainly working. Of course, we are talking about Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and his brand new look and even persona on the show. It seems like his new cover name, John Moore, has also come with a new wardrobe haul, and let's just say fans are liking it. Viewers love seeing this change in Jason Morgan. Gone are the black shirts and jeans and in are tailored suits, and let's just say no one is complaining about the view. They want this version of Jason to stay. Needless to say, the internet had a lot to say about the matter. Some General Hospital fans even wrote, "I must admit that after 30 years of mostly black t-shirts and jeans, seeing Jason in that suit reminded me he's a good-looking dude. I would love to see more of this alter ego. Yes, IRL he should be with Danny with this Drew mess, but I enjoy seeing him out of the mob and in a WSB adventure, even tangentially." What's next for Jason Morgan? Another fan of the show wrote, "I agree, he should be home, but once he finds out Joss is there, hell be happy he isn't. He's so gorgeous he deserves his own storyline since his return as so many other characters he has popped on and off screen helping others." And then there was this comment as well, "Jason is less robotic sounding with Britt and also Danny. It's good to hear an emotional subtext to his lines. I am really curious how he will react to Monica's death. Color makes him look younger and vibrant. The lighter hues brighten his face, make his eyes pop, and soften the gauntness in his face from being so insanely shredded. Of course, GH fans will certainly have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. General Hospital airs weekdays on the ABC network. Check your local listings for times. For decades, Jason Morgan has been one of the most iconic and complicated figures in General Hospital history. Known as Sonny Corinthos' right-hand man, the loyal enforcer, the stoic protector, and the man who often carried the weight of Port Charles's darkest secrets, Jason has built his reputation on unwavering strength, loyalty, and sacrifice. But for all his devotion to family and friends, Jason has often been criticized for being emotionally closed off, a man of few words who hides behind his stone-cold exterior. Now, General Hospital spoilers hint at a significant shift in Jason's character, and fans are loving it. For the first time in years, Jason is showing cracks in his armor, vulnerability in his choices, and most importantly, a willingness to embrace the human side of himself. What's driving this change, and how could it affect his future in Port Charles? Jason Morgan. From Stone Cold to humanized hero. For so long, Jason's nickname, Stone Cold, wasn't just a mob moniker. It was a reflection of how he lived his life. After his accident and brain damage years ago, Jason created a life rooted in loyalty to Sonny and the mob. Love often slipped through his fingers, whether it was Elizabeth, Sam, or Carly, because Jason seemed unable to balance romance with his dangerous lifestyle. But something is different now. Jason's recent return to Port Charles has given fans a more reflective side of the character. Instead of jumping straight back into Sonny's mob wars, Jason is carefully evaluating his relationships and priorities. He's no longer content with simply being an enforcer. He wants to be a father, a friend, and a man who can stand on his own terms. His relationship with his kids is front and center. One of the most notable changes fans are buzzing about is Jason's evolving role as a father. For years, Jason's children, Jake and Danny, were part of his life in name only. His love for them was clear, but his dangerous world often kept him at arm's length. Now, spoilers reveal Jason is actively working to change that. Viewers have seen Jason making time for his kids, asking about their lives, and opening up in ways that were once unimaginable. Instead of pushing them away to protect them, Jason is trying to strike a balance between being present and keeping them safe. This shift has warmed many hearts, especially longtime fans who always hoped Jason would break the cycle of absentee fatherhood that often plagues soap operas' mob families. For Jake, in particular, this is a huge deal. After years of distance, and even resentment at times, Jason is finding common ground with his son. Spoilers suggest upcoming scenes will show Jason encouraging Jake's passions and supporting him in a way that feels less like a mobster boss and more like a father finally stepping up. Jason's connection to Carly. Evolving beyond old patterns. Another key change is Jason's relationship with Carly Corinthos. For decades, their dynamic has been one of the most complex on GH. Carly has always leaned on Jason, often putting him in impossible situations where he had to choose between his loyalty to Sunny and his love for her. But now, fans are noticing a subtle shift. Instead of enabling Carly's worst impulses, Jason is starting to set boundaries. He's still there for her, always, but spoilers suggest he's finally learning to prioritize his own well-being and growth. That balance is refreshing, and viewers have applauded this new dynamic. Carly, too, seems to recognize the difference, which could reshape their iconic friendship moving forward. His vulnerability around Sam. Jason and Sam's relationship has always been one of fire, passion, and heartbreak. Their connection was undeniable, but it often unraveled under the weight of Jason's choices. Recently, though, Jason has shown more vulnerability in his conversations with Sam. Instead of the stoic, predictable responses fans grew used to, Jason is openly acknowledging his regrets and the mistakes he's made. This honesty is resonating with fans who long for a deeper emotional side to Jason. While it doesn't guarantee a romantic reunion, it does make for richer storytelling, and it gives viewers a chance to connect with Jason as a man struggling with regret, rather than a mobster making cold calculations. Jason and Sunny. A relationship on uneven ground. Of course, no change in Jason would be complete without examining his relationship with Sunny Corinthos. For decades, Jason has been Sunny's most trusted ally, often sacrificing his personal happiness to keep Sunny's empire intact. But spoilers suggest Jason may no longer be content to live in Sunny's shadow. Fans are noticing that Jason is pushing back more, questioning Sunny's decisions instead of blindly following orders. With Sunny spiraling and trust issues growing, Jason's willingness to distance himself, if only slightly, shows growth. It also sets the stage for possible future conflicts where Jason might finally step into his own storyline outside of Sunny's orbit. This independence is something fans have begged to see for years, and it's finally here. Jason is still loyal, but his loyalty no longer comes at the expense of his entire identity. Why viewers love this change? Fans on social media have been vocal about their appreciation for Jason's growth. For years, some critics argued that Jason was too one-dimensional. Always the mob enforcer, rarely the man. Now, that narrative is changing to be why softening Jason's edges without stripping away his